Hey guys, you're watching a special edition of Atlanta's Take. I'm your host, Teacher Allen. This week, we'll enter the realm of online relationships and explore the catfish phenomenon. So, let's get started. The idea of catfishing is sweeping the nation. It emerged when Nev Schulman fell victim to a catfish and turned his experience into a documentary. In his movie entitled Catfish, Nev fell in love with a gorgeous young woman's Facebook profile and her voice over the phone, both of which turned out to belong to a middle-aged wife and mother. Nev later turned his documentary into a show where he helps others solve the mysteries of their online relationships. So, instead of hearing from Atlanta, let's get Nev's take on this one.
All right. Hey guys, it's Deetra, and I'm here with Nev. So, Nev, it seems to be that Atlanta is the catfish capital of the world. What do you think about our city?
Well, I do spend a lot of time here, both filming the show and otherwise. I'm a big fan of the city, but somehow and for some reason, there do seem to be a lot of catfish that breed in the Atlanta region. Definitely joke about it on the show, and every time I read an email and it says I live in Atlanta, or my boyfriend or girlfriend says they live in Atlanta, Max and I look at each other and we're like, all right, back to Atlanta.
So what's the craziest thing that's happened while you've been shooting an episode of Catfish?
Well, I've hurt myself a number of times. Not that that's so crazy, but in this last season, you noticed I had a boot for a couple episodes. I was actually working out in Texas before we started an episode down there, and I was doing the best way to describe it would be sort of Reebok jazz aerobics, like stepping up onto a little bench and then stepping down and pumping your fists. And I stepped down onto a weight that I had put and forgotten about, and sort of twisted my foot and broke my foot. It wasn't that crazy, but I mean the show is already so weird. To choose one moment from the show that was more crazy than any other is impossible.
Yeah.
So I think for me, breaking my foot was sort of the high point and low point of the season.
All right, well, let's head back to the studio for more.
Stephanie Joy here, confirming that dating in the digital age remains fishy. The Monteteo hoax started so simply. Boy meets girl online, they fell in love, and dated from afar for about 4 years. The rest, not so much. So girl is really a guy named Renaya, posing to be a girl whose fake name is Lene, but whose real image was stolen from Diana O'Mara's social media accounts, despite her privacy settings. Teo felt so strongly that he considered it to be, quote, an authentic relationship. Despite never meeting, they frequently communicated online and by the phone, while Renaya disguised his voice. The romantic deception continued as Lene was said to be in a car accident, which led to a coma, which led to the discovery of her having leukemia. On September 12th, Teo found out he lost his grandmother, and just 6 hours later, his girlfriend too. All before his big college football game. The linebacker did win the game, and the game ball was dedicated to Lene. Later, the whole thing was exposed. Diana came out and did an interview with Anderson Cooper to clear her name, or face, rather. Renaya was a high school acquaintance of both Teo and Diane, and explained he just did it to escape his own troubled life.
Yeah. Now, Saul, have you ever been catfished?
Well, I seen the show.
You've seen the show? So has anyone ever catfished you online?
Well, no, this is the first time.
This is the first time here?
Yeah.
So we've met online before?
Yeah, something like that.
Did we? Have you ever been catfished before?
Yes, I have actually once. Okay, it was like 2 years ago, and I just broke up with one of my boyfriends. You know, I was like looking for a rebound, I guess, and I sure did find one. And it turned out to be my cousin the whole time. It was really awkward, actually, at the family reunion when we found out.
You were catfished by your cousin?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Super creepy.
Yes.
Will you tell me a little bit about it?
I was on Facebook talking to some girl. Her name was like Jessica or something. The only reason I found out I was catfish was because actually the girl appeared on the actual Catfish show in Atlanta. Yeah.
So you were one of her victims as well.
Yeah,
That could have been you on the show.
yeah, it's cool, but I wasn't trying to be on the show, so I'm glad I didn't get caught. But yeah, I was catfished, so.
I think they're in Atlanta a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
So do you agree that Atlanta might be the catfish capital of America?
yeah, sadly enough. Sadly enough, yeah.
I was on this social networking site and I saw this picture of, this beautiful lady, and, I just decided to talk to her. But then I saw the same picture on some other website and I was like, let me ask about it. And then when I asked, it was like it wasn't the person, basically.
I have been catfished before.
Michael has been catfished. So you're very involved with the whole social media era, huh?
After that, I'm really not, because it was a terrible experience. So I don't recommend anybody ever get catfished. Know who you're talking to.
Okay, so tell me about the catfish. It was a chick portraying herself as someone else? Did the person she portrayed herself look better than her actual self? Or like, how did that work, Michael?
She was actually a male, okay?
Thomas, which website did you get catfished from?
Man, let's see. Plenty of Fish, Facebook, and Tag.
What's Fish?
What Fish? You ain't never heard of Plenty of Fish?
Plenty of Fish?
Yeah.
And do people meet on there? It's like a social network?
It's a social dating network type thing, And I got played.
Oh, how did that happen, Thomas? Was it like a guy or a girl, or like how did that happen?
I don't know. Look, I don't know. It was a female dude. I got played, and I got scared.
Hey Atlanta, I'm Shanice, and today I'm going to educate you about the term catfish. A quick Wikipedia search will tell you that a catfish is a group of primarily freshwater fish. And there's no way that all of America has suddenly taken up fishing. UrbanDictionary.com defines catfish as someone who pretends to be someone they're not, using Facebook or other social media to create false identities, particularly to pursue deceptive online romances. Now that sounds like the definition that has an average of 2 million people tuning into MTV every week. Ever since the 2010 documentary starring Nev Schulman, the term catfish is being used as a noun, verb, and even an adjective. So Atlanta, are you catfishing or a catfish catching you? Let's see what Atlanta has to say.
Wow. I don't know. Someone really powerful, I guess. Will Smith. That'd be crazy.
Will Smith?
Yeah, he's a beautiful guy. He's wealthy and he's really smart. I think that'd be some kind of depiction of myself I'd want.
Okay. What about you here?
I agree with Theo that it'd have to be somebody powerful or popular.
Barack Obama, maybe?
Maybe. Just that's really realistic, but I don't know. I'll have to see.
Trey Songz. So we have Will Smith and Trey Songz here.
Probably Janet Jackson.
Janet, I heard that.
Probably like Halle Berry or something, like somebody famous and attractive.
Halle Berry.
I guess I would do some kind of like not known model, one of those girls on like the party flyers or something, just some random girl who's cute, I guess. But I don't think I would ever catfish anyone.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Like,
Shamar Moore.
Well, the one people always say I look like is like Richard Gere, so I would say Richard Gere maybe.
Beyonce knows.
Beyonce.
I'll portray myself as Sheila. Sheila.
As Sheila.
As Sheila.
Rihanna, that girl is my idol.
Rihanna, pour it up, pour it up. All right, guys, back to the studio.
Each week on Catfish, we see Nev's serious side as he works to bring catfishers' true identity to light. So, we decided to change things up a bit and have some fun. Let's check it out.
So, Neve, we're going to change things up a bit and play a fun game of Would You Rather. Are you ready?
Do I have a choice?
No. So, let's get started. All right. Would you rather stop showering forever or never be able to brush your teeth?
Get into like semantics, because what about bathing?
You cannot. Like,
So
water
no
cannot
bodily-
touch your
okay.
flesh.
So I can't swim or like anything.
No.
Or never brush my teeth again. What about mouthwash?
Maybe you can do
What about
mouthwash.
going to the dentist?
Which one would you rather?
Sorry, I think about things too much. We'll have to say I would rather be able to take a shower for the rest of my life.
Would you rather have Cheeto fingers forever or have a popcorn kernel stuck in the back of your throat for the rest of your life?
The popcorn kernel in the back of your throat's the worst. So I guess Cheeto fingers.
Okay. Would you rather eat an entire bucket of mayo or drink a bottle of maple syrup?
Oh, maple syrup. That's easy.
Easy one?
Yeah.
You like it that much? Just kidding.
Well, it's less stuff. And it's non-dairy, which is easier on my tummy.
Do you rather step on a pile of Legos when you get out of bed or get a paper cut in between all of your fingers?
Now, do you mean like every time I get out of bed, pile of Legos?
No, just you either
once?
get out of bed and step on some Legos, or you just like cut your hand and you have like paper cuts all in between your fingers.
I actually have a mat of like spiky plastic points that I stand on, which is good for your circulation in your feet. So I actually kind of like weird pointy things on my feet. So I go for it. You can.
You're Team Legos?
Team Lego.
All right. Would you rather have chronic garlic breath and or have no thumbs?
Oh, you gotta have thumbs. Of course. I mean, what good are you with no thumbs?
That's true. That's true.
About catfish, it's good. I like catfish. Do you? If you want to be catfished.
We talk about the food.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Catfish the food. What you talking about? If you like catfish, please get in touch with her at such and such and such.com. I can't do all that on camera because that's private information. A1 classified. Catfish. Who raised the roof?
Well, that's all of Atlanta's Take that we have for you this week. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.